Welcome to episode 7 of the Mafia King's Heart. For the next week, Amy and Nicholas spoke more often than either of them intended. At first, it was always about the project, a question about branding, a design update, a discussion about the hotel. Then the conversation slowly began changing. A few extra minutes, a personal question, a shared joke, a story. Neither of them acknowledged what was happening. Neither wanted to examine it too closely, because once they did, they would have to admit the truth. They looked forward to talking to each other, and that was dangerous, especially for Nicholas King. Thursday afternoon, Amy sat at her desk reviewing design concepts when her phone vibrated. A message from Nicholas. Her heart immediately betrayed her. Nicholas, are you free after work? Amy stared at the screen. Her pulse quickened. She typed a response, deleted it, typed another, deleted that one too. Finally, Amy, why? A reply arrived almost instantly. Nicholas, I want your opinion on something. Amy smiled. That excuse was becoming familiar. Amy, something related to the hotel? A pause. Then, Nicholas, maybe. Amy laughed softly. He wasn't even trying anymore. Amy, where? At 6 o'clock. Amy stood outside a small coffee shop in Manhattan. It wasn't one of the expensive places Nicholas could easily afford, which surprised her. The cafe was warm and cozy. Bookshelves lined the walls. Soft music played in the background. People chatted quietly over coffee. It felt comfortable, personal. Nothing like the luxury and power usually associated with Nicholas King. When she entered, she found him sitting in a corner booth. A cup of coffee rested in front of him. He looked up and smiled. A real smile. Not the small, almost smile she occasionally caught. An actual smile. Amy's heart immediately forgot how to function. Again.
You chose this place?
Amy sat across from him. Nicholas nodded.
I come here sometimes.
She looked around.
It doesn't seem like your style.
His eyebrow lifted.
And what exactly is my style?
Amy grinned.
Private islands.
Nicholas laughed. Actually laughed. The sound made several people glance their way. Amy stared.
You should do that more often.
What?
Smile.
The words escaped before she could stop them. Instant regret followed. Nicholas looked at her. Really looked at her. And for a brief second, the world outside their table disappeared. Then he spoke quietly.
Most people are afraid of me.
Amy's smile softened.
I'm not.
Nicholas noticed how easily she said it. No hesitation, no fear, no calculation, just honesty. One of the things he admired most about her. Their drinks arrived. The conversation flowed naturally, easier than ever before. Amy told him about her love of books, gardening, drawing, old music. Nicholas listened carefully, the way he always did. Not because he was polite, because he genuinely wanted to know. Every detail felt important. Every piece of information felt valuable, which should have worried him more than it did. At one point, Amy glanced around the cafe.
You know, this is probably the first normal thing you've done all month.
Nicholas frowned.
I'm capable of normal things.
No.
Excuse me?
Amy laughed.
You're a billionaire.
So?
You arrived at our office with 3 security vehicles.
That's normal.
No, Nicholas.
His lips twitched. Amy shook her head.
Definitely not normal.
For a few moments, they simply enjoyed the conversation. The comfort, the ease, the rare feeling of being completely understood. Then the conversation shifted. Unexpectedly, naturally, dangerously. Nicholas noticed it first. Amy had been smiling one moment, then she grew quiet, looking down into her coffee.
What is it?
She hesitated.
Nothing.
Nicholas recognized the lie immediately, because he used it constantly himself.
Amy.
The gentle way he said her name made it difficult to keep pretending. She looked away, toward the window. The city lights reflected against the glass.
I used to come to places like this with my parents.
The words came softly, almost reluctantly. Nicholas remained silent, waiting, listening, giving her space.
My mother loved small cafes,
A small smile appeared, then disappeared.
and my father pretended he hated them.
Nicholas could already hear the affection in her voice.
But he always ordered dessert anyway.
A brief laugh escaped her, followed by silence. The painful kind. The kind that carried memories. Nicholas knew that silence well. Too well.
They died when I was 20.
Amy stared at the coffee cup.
I still find myself reaching for my phone sometimes,
Her voice cracked slightly.
as if I can call them.
The confession seemed to surprise even her. She rarely talked about it. Almost never. Yet somehow it felt different with Nicholas. Safer. The realization frightened her. For several moments, neither spoke. Then Nicholas did something unexpected. He reached across the table. Not completely. Just enough for his hand to rest near hers. Close. An invitation rather than a demand. Amy looked down, then slowly placed her hand over his. The contact was simple, gentle, yet it felt more intimate than 100 kisses, because it wasn't about attraction. It was about comfort, understanding, being seen.
I know what loss feels like.
Amy looked up. The pain in his eyes surprised her. She had never seen that expression before. Never seen the cracks beneath his armor.
My mother died when I was young.
His voice remained calm, but she heard the sadness underneath.
The world keeps moving.
Amy nodded. Tears threatened her eyes.
It feels unfair.
It is.
The answer came immediately. No false positivity. No empty encouragement. Just truth. And somehow that helped more. For the next hour they talked. Not about work, not about business. About life, dreams, regrets, family, loneliness. The things people usually hide. The things that matter. When Amy laughed, Nicholas found himself smiling. When she became emotional, he listened. When she spoke, he paid attention. The way he always did. The way nobody else seemed to. Eventually, the cafe began closing. Reality returned. The evening had disappeared. Hours had passed. Neither noticed. Neither cared. Outside, the city was cool and quiet. Streetlights illuminated the sidewalk. For a moment, neither moved. Neither wanted the night to end.
I had a good time.
Amy smiled.
So did I.
Nicholas looked at her. The city noise faded into the background. Everything felt strangely still, peaceful, dangerous. Because standing there, looking at her, he realized something. This wasn't curiosity anymore. This wasn't simple interest. It had become something deeper, something he couldn't control. And Nicholas King hated things he couldn't control, especially his own heart. As Amy walked toward her apartment later that night, she couldn't stop smiling. For the first time in years, she felt lighter, happier, less alone. And that terrified her, because she was beginning to trust Nicholas, beginning to depend on him, beginning to care, far more than she should. Neither of them realized it yet, but tonight had changed everything. The walls around their hearts were beginning to fall, and once those walls were gone, there would be no easy way back.